Can they really go the full distance? 10 games to go, the final countdown. Still, Arsenal have lost to no one in the Barclaycard Premiership. What's more, this week they're even stronger than last, because Dennis Bergkamp returns after brief injury. He, though, is the only change. Freddie Ljungberg, also fit again, starts on the bench. Arsenal 9 wins in a row, Bolton 4 defeats in a row, but no changes. Perhaps Henrik Pedersen can repeat the scoring feat that stole a point from Arsenal over Christmas. Perhaps at last JJ Okocha can turn one of his 100-plus shots into a first league goal of the season. Well, it was 16 years ago this very day, March the 20th, 1988, that Liverpool lost their 30th game of that Division 1 season at Goodison. Leeds, 29 unbeaten at the start of a campaign, remain the record, a record which will be matched again by Arsenal if they avoid defeat today against visitors who haven't won on this ground in the league for more than 4 decades. Having said which, Bolton have been a thorn in Arsenal's side. Their draw at the Reebok last April was a pivotal result in terms of the denouement of the last campaign. Here is the man of this and so many other moments, Thierry Henry. Gilberto by Simon Charlton, by Giannakopoulos and Nolan. Davis, here's Okocha. By Camp, touch from Cole, knocks a knee from Robert Pires. Everything at Arsenal touch turns to goal. Kopos goes long. Freddie Ljungberg back on the Arsenal bench today. He missed the last couple with an abdominal problem. The wind is sure to be a factor. It already has been in pushing the kick-off from 3 to 3:15 due to loose scaffolding causing a problem outside of the ground. Now causing a problem inside for Bolton is Ashley Cole. Thierry Henry. Worked out well by Tone for Campo. Campo for Giannakopoulos if the Greek can keep it in. And he has kept it in. And he's inconvenienced Campbell, who was rather rough at his back. Good moment for Sol Campbell. Giannakopoulos playing it in. Every away was by Edu, and the sliced volley by Kevin Nolan. And I don't think he could achieve that again if he tried 100 times. Big Sam saw the funny side of that, and so did his chairman. One for Vieira. Touched by Graham Barber for Edu. And then forward again by Vieira for Henry, turning and hitting the crossbar. In the blinking of an eye. The bloke sees things that no one else does. You find a new adjective for him. He is just extraordinary. Nothing is impossible. And Thierry Henry is on the ball. Do they do ordinary? Highbury rises again. Highbury just does not tire of watching football of this immaculate order. Cushioned by Bergkamp. And placed impeccably into the corner by Robert Pires. One by Edu for Gilberto with Pires ahead of him, and Thierry Henry wide. It's Thierry Henry, and headed over his own crossbar by Simon Charlton. He did okay. There's a debate with the goalkeeper, but he left nothing to chance here, the left full back. can load up the box again. Campbell forward. Pires with the delivery. Somehow eluded the lot of them. Roberto was closest to it at the back stick. He's got half a yard ahead of himself. Bergkamp. Throwing imaginatively wide for Pires. And aimed in for Cole. And well smothered by Jääskeläinen. Zestful burst from the Arsenal full-back, who suddenly found himself furthest player forward and fed off Pires' vision. Campbell. To Edu. Pires. Rolled through for Henry, and Jääskeläinen came and then stayed. And Henry found Bergkamp! No mistake. A goalkeeper utterly exposed. At odds with officialdom, he wanted a flag that didn't come, nor should it have come. Pires had timed his run right, and Gotti had played him on. Henry was on as well, and Bergkamp was on target. Arsenal are irresistible, and Sam Allardyce is staring down the barrel of 5 successive defeats. Campbell jumped under it, but Toure is across behind him to shut off Pedersen. Well, it would make quite a difference to the mood of the piece if Bolton were able to snatch a goal before half-time and turn it into a contest, make it as enjoyable as it seems to be for JJ Okocha, who takes the throw. Cole out, Hunt back in, Campo to Rise. Lauren rising in front of him at the expense of a corner. Davies waiting at the near post for the corner from Yiannopoulos. And Lehmann was inconvenienced, and Ngozi banged it in, and Campo hit the net. And Bolton have a sniff of something. From a neutral perspective, it is what the contest very badly needed. From Big Sam's perspective, it was even more badly needed. Ngozi banged it in, and then Campo banged it in tellingly. So straightforward. Maybe echoes for Arsene Wenger of the game at the Reebok in April, and indeed for Sam Allardyce when Arsenal were 2 up and comfortably placed, but Bolton came back and grabbed a point. Campo. Davies for Pedersen. Again, Henrik Pedersen. Aimed it at Yiannopoulos! It's grazed the top of the bar. Well, they are giving Arsenal a fright. Bolton having themselves been given the runaround for the first 25 minutes of the game. Well, within the bar's width there of drawing themselves level. It was a good climb from the Greek. 25 minutes of luxuriant Arsenal football. And then 20 rather twitchy minutes. Robert Pires' brilliant goal. Bergkamp, clinical goal, then Campo's shot goal for Bolton, who subsequently hit the crossbar. It is just 2-1 Arsenal. Well, these two drew 1 each at the Reebok just before Christmas. Since dropping those 2 points, Arsenal have only dropped 2 more out of 33 available in the Barclaycard Premiership. Those at Everton. 8 wins in a row now in the league alone. Shot spinning. gets back. Playing in Lehman Kane, and Edu had to dig him out. It's a brave piece of goalkeeping that bordered, you might say, on the reckless. There's a Kocher. And Davis. Nolan and Yanakopoulos each left it to the other. Yanakopoulos can still deliver. And Davis! Big chance. Kevin Davis with the ideal ball to attack at the back post. And here is Henry! That's a fine save from Jääskeläinen. He only needs one touch, Thierry Henry. That's the sort of predator he is. Waiting for errors such as that from Ivan Campo. Vieira, Bergkamp, Henry. Away from Tom. And in for Gilberto. And back for Pires. Wasn't quite right for him. Henry's incision was very right. Pushed and set off and went. Gilberto's job was to serve it up for Pires. It was slightly between his feet. Well, one by Vieira and on by Henry, and Bergkamp is onside and has Freddie Ljungberg, and here is Freddie Ljungberg, and Charlton got back. Now, Charlton, did he have a nibble at Ljungberg as he prepared to shoot first time? It's a really interesting dilemma, this, for the referee, because on the face of it, it was a fairly obvious decision to allow play to go on. Bergkamp plays it here, Charlton's at the back of Ljungberg there, still you would expect Ljungberg to finish, and whether that was in Graham Barber's mind when he waved it on, only he knows. Ljungberg. Henry. He's got away from Ngozi. He has a clear route to goal. Thierry Henry to finish it. What a tackle by Ngozi. Well, 30,000 scream, but it seemed to me that he must have taken the ball purely and cleanly. And Lehman's coming again, and he gets there ahead of Davis. Well, the boos and the whistles resonate around Highbury, but look at Ngozi's arrival now, toe on ball. Kocher. Bergkamp's tackle, couldn't keep it in. These are twitchy moments for the would-be champions. A Kocher's long throw. Oh, hand's gone up! And Lauren looks very accusingly as well, he might, at Henrik Pedersen, who is rightly booked for a fairly blatant attempt at daylight robbery. Deliberate handball. Jääskeläinen thumping long. Campbell up well above Davis. Kocher flinging it in, Seagull's header out. Charlton back into the mixer. Out to Charlton again to drive one in. And nervously away by Kolo Touré. Bolton throwing everything at it now. Only Nicky Hunt and the goalkeeper left back. Kocher throwing it in. Came out to Charlton. Steered wide again for a Kocher. Played in towards Davis, and it Campo. And that may be that. What a good crack Bolton have had at this. 2 goals behind inside the first quarter of the game, but still banging at the door for an equaliser inside stoppage time at the end of the game. Another weekend, another win, another record, another step on the open road to what seems like another championship for Arsenal. Robert Pires decorated the afternoon, Dennis Bergkamp scored as well. 31 unbeaten in the Premiership, the best run ever. 29 unbeaten at the top of the season, a joint record for Arsenal. Bolton ran them close, but again, it keeps happening. Arsenal win, today by 2-1. Henry turning and hitting the crossbar. You find a new adjective for him. Edu. Bergkamp, touch back from Pires. Robert Pires, fantastic. Do they do ordinary? Pires rolled through for Henry, and Henry found Bergkamp. Arsenal at their most gorgeously gliding. And Maitland was inconvenienced, and Ngozi banged it in, and Campo hit the net. Very much reminded me of the Charlton game 3 weeks ago, where you were suddenly very comfortable, and then at the end it was a bit twitchy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it reminded me exactly the same as you. So at least we are on the same wavelengths on that. But overall, we had a great 35 minutes, 40 minutes, and 2-0 up with great football. And it was a bit of a shock for them to come back to 2-1. And then in the second half, we expected to dominate the game more because we played with the wind.
We snatched a goal from a good bit of work off a set play, and the game changed. And as we all know, goals change games. This one changed it in our favour. But as always, the reason why we're not capitalising on any results at the moment is when we create golden chances, we are now missing them, and on a regular basis.
There were 1 or 2 moments where we saw you sort of glaring at each other, and there seemed to be just fractious moments. But is that just natural in a circumstance like this?
We were losing a lot of balls, and we were making it so easy for them. So I needed to wake the players up, and at that moment I thought that he made some easy mistakes, and then it was just a team thing to get the team going.
And it's natural to respect the captain if the captain is passing on orders.
Well, it depends. I'm not always right, you know, but when I think that I'm right, I have to say that, and I have to fight my way through, and I think that was what I did.